Hey, what's up, everybody? I just finished my Overcoming Objections in Zap Mobile class, and I totally forgot to record it. So I wanted to just quickly go over some of the mobile stuff for those of you that might want a refresher that were on the class, or for those of you that missed it. I want to show a couple of tips and tricks. I'm gonna go through what I showed in the class, and there's actually a couple of things I forgot to mention. So this will be good. So the first thing was how you can prospect with this and text through the Zap mobile application, so it shows and saves your text history with a client. It can be super helpful when you go back and remind yourself, oh yeah, 3 weeks ago I sent them that text message. Now I should follow up about it, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump over to my contacts, and I'm gonna choose myself just for demo purposes. And I've got my information right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to activity, and I'm gonna look at, I've got the option to look at what homes they've saved searches, or homes they've recently viewed. I'm gonna jump over to saved homes because these are a good one to key in on if they have any. If they don't, then recently viewed is fine. I'm gonna go over to this one that they saved today, the one on the bottom. I'm gonna click on that. And it takes me into coldwellbanker.com, so I can view that listing. It's a good thing to check, just make sure it's not actually pending or anything. But otherwise, eventually this will load. What I'm gonna do, the reason I wanted to do this was I want to save that picture so I can send it to them. That way I can remind them of the home that I'm talking to them about, or that I'm about to talk to them about. So I'm just gonna hold my finger on it, which is what works on an iPhone. Android might be a little bit different. You might do a different series of finger swipes or something, but I'm just gonna get an option to copy the image, or I could save it if that works better for your device that you're on. Either add to your photo, like save it to your device, or just hit copy, either way. iPhones, you can follow along with what I'm doing because that's what I'm on. And so now that I have my image copied, I'm gonna go back over to Zap, and I'm gonna click on details again to get back to that main page. And if you look at the bottom row, I've got an option from left to right. I got call, email, text, and note. I'm gonna click on text, and in the messages where I type, I could type in, hey, this house, whoops, goose. This house looks great. Let's see this tomorrow. Whatever. I might add in like this 2 o'clock work, whatever, right? I'm just gonna type in something really fast, and I'm gonna hit send. When I hit send, it opens up my texting app on my phone. So it's not gonna send exactly through Zap from some random number or something. It's just gonna record what I typed in the app and then take me to my phone's actual texting application. And it carried over what I just wrote, you can see on the bottom there. And if I put my finger in there, it's gonna bring up my keyboard again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste the picture that I copied so I can refresh their memory, like this is the house that I'm actually talking about. and then I just hit my little send button, and it goes. If I want to send them a link to it as well, I can also do that. So how I would do that is I would go over to my browser, because when I clicked on that property, it took me to coldwellbanker.com. So I could either do exactly the same thing. I can retrace my steps, go to activity, click on this house, or on iPhone, I can actually just swipe up and click on the application I already had open. Either way, get back here. Here's your link, and I'm gonna copy it. And then I'm gonna go back to Zap, and I'm going to send another text, which I could do it through this or not. It's fine either way, but this way it's got a record of it. And I'm gonna hit send. It brings me back into my application, and then hit send. And now they're gonna get the link that they can click on, which will take them back to the website, and they'll hopefully start engaging with it, and then I'll have even more homes that I can send to them later on as they're viewing and saving and stuff. I'm just gonna have more ammunition to connect with them, okay? I would recommend that you are doing this with a lot of your folks that are in here, especially the ones that have high Zap scores. They're the ones that are gonna have some activity that you can actually speak to. Somebody with none, then you could try a different approach. You could just search for a few homes that you know that kind of match their criteria and text it to them. You can get creative, but log in those text messages in their account is really helpful. In fact, let me jump back to my account here and I'll show you what I mean. If I go to history, which is on the top there, which is actually on the bottom if you're on your like web version of Zap on your computer. But if I click history, you'll be able to see all the SMSs, which are text, that I sent to this client. And that's really what I'm talking about is I can click on it and review what I said to them. Some of you may be wondering, will it record when they respond in Zap? No, it doesn't do that because Zap would have to read all of your incoming text messages and then connect it to your client. It doesn't work that way. So you would just engage with them the old-fashioned way. But this is really helpful to show what you've been sending, and you can have a record of that, and that way you can follow up on it if they didn't respond. If they do respond, then you work with it as you normally would. But if they didn't, at least you'll have a record of what you said before. So you could try something new or just follow up on it. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to show was how you can do insights from your mobile phone. The process is going to be a little bit different from the iPhone app to an Android app in terms of how to launch that. Everything else, though, will be nearly identical. Okay, so on iPhone, you're just going to click this plus sign in the upper left-hand corner right underneath the time that's my phone displaying. I'm going to click the plus sign, and then I've got all these different options. I'm going to choose the third one, which is New Property Insight. Let's say I'm in a house right now, and I want to comment on it. If you remember from some of the previous classes that I've done, the comments on property is what shows on coldwellbanker.com. For that house, it'll show that you were there and you had, like, it kind of gives you a nice little feature spot on the site. And it also shows on your webpage all the properties that you've been in, which gives you a lot of credibility. Like, wow, this guy or gal really knows the market. Look at all the homes they've been in recently. Okay, so doing this is pretty important. So I'm going to click New Property Insight. And my phone is using my GPS to find the active listings that are nearest where I'm standing right now in our Newburgh office. I'm going to click the top one just because 9 out of 10 times the one you're actually in is probably going to be the first one listed. You click on that, it shows me the pictures. This is a new construction. And then I'm going to type in a description. Description is my actual insight. So, this is going to be a lovely home. It's completed. It has a great view. What a lovely lot. Whatever the case may be. And then on tags, I can choose, oh, hey, it's got a big backyard. It's got great views. It has lots of light. I can add as many that I think are relevant. And then I'm going to hit publish. And that is it. It is done. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to actually do that. But all you would do is hit publish, and your insights are there and set. Number 3, adding a contact. I have numbered, that's why I said number 3. The third thing I wanted to show was how to add a contact. This is kind of cool because if you're out and about and you meet somebody, meet a potential prospect, you can quickly add them into your database. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go to my plus sign again, and I'm going to go on the first one is new contact. I'm going to type in just a fake name here, Bob Seller. Email address, bob@seller.com. No phone number, lead type, client type. I can choose their status. Those of you that took Zap 101, maybe this person, because I know their story is hot or incubating or whatever, or I could just leave them new, up to you, whatever you feel is best. You can add in a ton of stuff down here. You can add their birthday, anniversary, any notes that you might want to have, all kinds of stuff. Once you're satisfied with what you have, you hit save. Send welcome email. If I say yes, then my default welcome email script is going to send to Bob, registering him on coldwellbanker.com as well. So if I say yes, it is going to send to him now. So whoever has bob@seller.com is going to get something from me, whatever. This is what the email looks like. Hi there, just letting you know I've gone ahead and created an account for you on my website. This will let you save homes and searches, and in case I find something you might be interested in, it'll allow me to push homes to your account, etc. This is a link they can click on to create your password. That's for the client to set up their account on the site you just, or just the account on the site that you just made for them. This is what it looks like. It's giving you a preview of this. If you're satisfied with it, hit send. If you want to edit it, you can click on the bottom and you can edit what it says. If this is somebody that you just met, you could say, hey, it was great meeting you. I thank you for the information. Thanks for stopping by my open house, whatever the case may be. I hit update. It'll update your message with what you just sent. Sorry, Carrie, I'm recording. I'll call you later. You can then hit update, and it'll update this message right here with whatever you wrote. And then when you're satisfied with it, you hit send, and then you're off and running. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to like put them in the notes in your phone or something like that, and then remember when you get home that that you need to add them to your CRM. You can just do it right then and there, which that's how you get stuff done, is you don't wait to do it. You just get it done. The last thing I wanted to show was just working through your general dashboard. So those of you that are using this and have folks set up on follow-up plans, you can work them right here. Now you can see for the day, I've got 2 reminders. And I've got one that's reminding me to check the MLS for Phil, and I've got Phil on the bottom there that's actually working a follow plan. And I know that because it says CBPG new lead plan. What I wanted to show here was I can work the scripted follow-up plan for new leads right from this phone. So I can click his name, and I'm going to go to email. And you can see there it loaded the script automatically for me. And you can edit it if you want to, but I'm working the follow plan right from here. I don't have to wait till I get home. I'm out and about. I can just fire these things off as I'm waiting for something, or maybe I'm at a home inspection and I want to do some prospecting mobilely. I can do that and record it all in my CRM. Once you like how it is, you hit send, which I won't do because I don't actually know Phil. He's just some random account that's in there for demo purposes. But you just hit send and you can go right to the next one if you have multiple reminders. Pretty cool. It's nice, user friendly for the most part. If you have questions, give me a call. But otherwise, thanks for watching and have some fun with it. Take care. See you later.